In today's video lesson, we are going to discuss the economic term demand and then go on to talk about the law of demand and then draw the demand curve. We will first understand what demand is all about. In any market, there are buyers and sellers for goods and services. In any market, there are buyers and sellers for goods and services. Here, these buyers are the ones who demand for goods and services, and the sellers are the ones who supply these goods and services. So, demand can then be defined as the willingness and the ability to buy a good and service at a certain price. This leads us to the next concept, that is the law of demand. To put it simply, it states that other things remaining the same, the quantity demanded of a good rises if there is a fall in its price or vice versa. That is, the quantity demanded of a good is inversely proportional to the price of that good. These other things which need to remain unchanged and constant essentially are the consumer's income, prices of related goods, and preferences of the consumer. Now, we can illustrate this law with an example of a good, say mobile phones. If the price of each mobile phone is say 10,000, then the quantity demanded of the phone will be less at 100 units. So, if we plot this information on a graph taking QD, that is the quantity demanded, on the x-axis and taking price, that is P, on the y-axis, this is how the price and quantity demanded will reflect. Now, if the price of the mobile phone fell to rupees 8,000, what happens then? The consumer's willingness and ability to pay increases and quantity demanded goes to 200 units. So, this is how it looks when the buyer or the consumer finds it reasonable to demand more. There, doesn't it look better? In this manner, as the price keeps falling to 6,000, 5,000, 4,000 and so on, the same reasoning continues as more and more consumers are willing to spend and can now afford to buy more of these phones at lower prices. So, what you get is a demand curve based on the coordinates that we have plotted. It is nothing but a downward sloping curve that shows that quantity demanded is inversely proportional to price. So, the reason for this downward sloping demand curve is that more and more consumers are now realizing the benefit of the falling prices of mobile phones, and hence their quantity demanded keeps rising with the falling in price. price. At higher prices, there are fewer consumers ready to spend and believe that there are benefits here. As prices fall, more and more consumers are willing and able to buy the same goods. As price rises, quantity demanded falls, and as price falls, quantity demanded increases. This can be applied to other products and services too.